and everyone knows this. Like, it's not a secret when we talk about it now. So it's up to them if most likely this has to have been something that they've practiced. Like, everyone has been playing these Naga 5s, the Lina carry. I've seen Lumpy in my pubs as well. He's looked good. So they're just going to bring their A game. And then, you know, as long as you have a good draft, you just let your Dota do the talking. You know, gameplay will handle the rest. So let's just see what they're able to show.
What about the chat wheel lining, though? You can let that do the talking as well, can't you?
You definitely can. But I think, especially when you're winning, it does a lot more talking for most teams. So, you know, another layer of... I mean, we'll also have to see. Because I will say, Mr. Gareth, that most voice lines aren't that great, actually.
No? Where are you getting this information from? Have you looked at Sheepo's tier list? You got it. That was first one of the day.
The game didn't even start it, and I already made you a piggy. That's
got me snort, yeah. Where did you end up? Because I ended up in like C, middle of the pack. Mine was satisfactory.
Yeah, I'm dumpster tier. Pretty sure I was DRE.
That's unfortunate. But you don't have both of yours. It doesn't really count. It's not fair. It's not fair on you.
It was added today, but we will get into that later. Ooh. We can do some review as we have some bounty rune action, but it seems pretty chill. Nothing's really happening. It's a classic 2-for-2.
Balance in all things. Yeah, it looked like it might pop off in that top rune spot, but both teams just backing away from it. So Timber up against the Storm mid. Lumpy is such a good username. Lumpy against Larl. I think Larl is like an S tier name as well.
Oh, it really is. It's funny, it's good, it flows well. Like, you can make memes out of it too.
But it's also the fact that you tickle the roof of your mouth when you say it as well.
I mean, you're a caster, so I feel like you care more about these names. Now, if he has this name and he plays well, then to me, he's like a god.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So he becomes Larl God.
Yeah, but you don't have to say the god part.
Why not?
Because the Dota shows it. Like,
am I showing my age?
No, this is the problem. Like, when you call yourself Lara God, like, you're just stupid. You don't need to put if you're good enough, people will call you that. You don't do it yourself. You see what I mean?
Yeah, but it's very confident, isn't it? It's like one of those things, you get into a ranked game and you see someone with, you know, Grandmaster tier, anime profile picture, Invoker or whatever, and you're like, this guy's really good. And then he just ends up being awful.
Yeah, because it's fake confidence. So don't do it. I know there's the fake it till you make it, but there's a limit.
Okay, I agree with you. I'm with you on that. The fake confidence. Already a nice bit of dewarding down bottom. El Misho got the Observer. So a little bit of free reign for the Lash to get in behind them. A double melee lane here with the Omni and the DK. Still waiting to see what exactly Beast Coast are going to get up to, though. But they've got the lane in a spot by their tower, so a pretty long lane to chase down these two melee heroes.
I do think for Beast Coast, there should be aiming to like play for a level 3 timing, like level 2 trample, level 2 edict on the ledge. Because I think right now with both lanes being level 2, I don't really see Beast Coast having an easy time scoring a kill. But with the stubble level 3 timing, maybe they can. And like you said, with the sling control, they're off to a pretty good start.
Yeah, Miposhka already down to half health. El Misho able to step up. But Radan, the Dragon Knight. This guy's been such an incredible laner and scaler, the hero and the player. Now, we've seen it a lot from Tundra. You know, Pure has been doing it a hell of a lot. And a lot of people are just asking, why picking DK? Isn't it just a worse Sven back then? And a lot of, like, Pure were just smiling at us when we asked him this in an interview. He's like, yeah, sure, it's a worse Sven. Now, everybody's copying him.
It just feels like it has a bit more room for, like, error potentially. Like, it's just a better laner. As like, there's a lot of pressure in this lane, but as long as Yotaro has mana, like, he can always just stun the primal, help himself, and then it's the same with Miposhka. You have the repel, you have the heal as well to like help all around. So they do have a very good lane to just like chill. And I mean, the hero is very similar to Sven. You just do want to farm as El Misho with a little blood grenade action.
Is he diving this? Has he got it? Oh, he's got it. I'm the tower. First blood's coming. El Misho probably going to survive this as well. I mean, doesn't he just want to die now? He's going to have to walk back to Fountain anyway.
Yeah, I think suiciding would be a pretty good choice, just because then the moment Omni comes back, you come back with full mana too, but perhaps he feels like, okay, I'm just going to get a Mango Clarity. I have this Lotus. So, you know, maybe just because of that, he can play through it. But yeah, you know, just showing off the facet, which we have seen a lot from the mid lash, the 4 lash as well. Your Edict doesn't hit the tower. It doesn't matter. It just goes all out on the hero. So just really nice play from him.
Yeah, shredded through the Omni. misanthropy, and defilement. I still reckon whoever named all these facets and innates needs a raise.
I mean, for sure. There's way too many good ones. So it's like there's Bear Down for Lone Druid. I don't know what there's like 50 ones that are just hilarious.
What was Lesh's other one? Something with crystals in it. I know Lacoste was going on about the Lesh's other one is like synoptic crystals or something.
Oh yeah, it's chronoptic nourishment.
That's chronoptic. Thank you.
I've never even heard chronoptic before, so you know, it teaches you many things, even in English.
It's not even a word in English. They made it up.
Oh, that's great. So it teaches you fake English.
Yeah. That's classic.
Oh, this game.
I've not seen that in a long time. Small camp stacked and pulled by the Omni Knight, so it looks like he actually is able to drag that lane back. Contested here, though, by Primal Beast. Unfortunately, stun out of Roshan, but a dive under tower. And Porshka really getting bullied in this lane, focused and sent all the way back behind his tier 1.
I mean, so far, I think Beast Coast, I mean, of course, Spirit are happy with this lane because the DK is free farming, but with them, like, getting a kill out of it is very good, and I like what Moose is doing with these illusions, because I've seen a lot of different skill builds from the Naga, like Net and then only the Deluge, if that's how you're supposed to pronounce the third skill, but he's taking these illus to just block the camps and not, like, mirror stack the triangle. This is really cool.
Yeah, very interesting. Oh god, El Micho, he went in for it again. This time gets turned on by 2 heroes, forced away, and a flame break up top. Oh, nearly gave the opportunity for Collapse to get the crush in. And Panic able to step away and actually with that ensnare, dragging the Batrider back under tower. Damage from Pyke's Lina, not quite enough. And Collapse, yeah, able to force the Lina back, save Mira's bat for now. Another Blood Grenade though, and a Dragon Slave thinking about it. Pyke gets it up, lines it, takes down the bat, and they're even looking for Collapse here as the secondary kill. He's pretty speedy.
Oh, and the net,
reeling it back in. Light Strike Array, the stuns for days, damage is coming, and Pyke, he's got enough mana for that Dragon Slave to finish it off with a double kill. A 3-0 laning stage victory here in both side lanes.
Yeah, easy clap, nerds. What's up? This is just what you... Oh,
Miposhka. Feel the burn. He's nearly dead, barely surviving thanks to Mira and Larl's arrival. Oh, Lumpy nearly slices him. And the Chakram here, level 5 Larl, that's the situation we're talking about. Lumpy's hit level 6 before that Storm Spirit takes him down. Mira gets a trade, but it's still 4 for 1, and it's the Team Spirit cores that are dying. Oh, the body blocks.
This is... Oh, nice,
Lash with the body blocks. Oh, can't quite stay in front of him, but Lumpy with a Chakram. Oh, I don't know about this. It just needs a bit more damage. Oh, the Whirling Death comes back up.
This is just full-on SA
Top
classic.
lane again? Shut up, Kezu! There's more people dying! Collapse! He's in trouble! No, he's not. Never mind. JK.
If you were good, you would have. Yeah, if you were good, you would have known he wouldn't have died. So, but it's okay. You can interrupt me. It's all right. But this is classic SA dose. Everyone is everywhere. Shit is happening. Everyone is dying. Moose is stealing the Wisdom rune, so this could be a double-double.
A double-double?
Okay, hold Moose. Who's taking the bottom Wisdom? That's also very important. Mr. Moose with the net.
I'm watching. No one's taking it. And Moose escapes.
It's just gonna be Vitali on the Primal. Pretty nice. So he could just be level 7. And at least for now, Beast Coast have exceeded my expectations for what would happen in this laning stage. Squeezing out some kills bottom, squeezing out 2 great kills top with just like the ensnare, the net, getting them in, reeling them there, getting them hit with the stun. Yeah, just looking good so far.
We haven't really seen any like moves out of the laning stage yet, right? The laning stage hasn't broken down properly either yet. Is this something we're still waiting for Beast Coast to do? Are they happy now to extend the laning stage?
They're definitely happy with this. I think like laning is a bit more sus maybe nowadays. I think lanes can be pretty long. It's like more on where can like your supports move and do you have any gate rotation? So I think for now it's just mainly the supports. Maybe they can go here to Lumpy, look on the runes, and hits.
Yeah. Traps the Storm Spirit, but Mira and Larl, they turn on Moose. Some revenge finally in that mid lane as Larl bottles up the haste and is even looking to chase down El Micho. Thinking about it. The Team Spirit brought 3 in there.
Like, you're definitely just going to have, I mean, the Lina perma-farming in the top lane. I don't really see many moves for him. Maybe a gate move. Whereas I think, yeah, it's more like Beast Coast. What do the supports do and what does Vitali do? Like, one of the main strengths of Primal Beast is that you can cut, which naturally puts you between, like, the mid and the safe lane. So maybe he can, like, go mid, or maybe the Timber can go somewhere. So they're like, very open in terms of how the map can be played.
Well, another move up top. And how many is that? 4 from Beast Coast? Yeah, these Timbersaw and Leshrac just stomping all over the place. I mean, these are the heroes we were saying, or you were saying in the draft, a lot of damage. They just need one stun to connect, and it's death for Team Spirit. Like here, moves, he's going to chase forward. Does he have a snare back up? He does, to drag the Batrider in towards Lumpy. Elmisho able to catch up now. Lena wants a bite of this pie as well. She'll try to get in onto this Storm Spirit, but Storm's here with the Dragon Knight. Takes down the Naga Siren. Lena trying to slip back through the northern passage as the rest of them, they're scanned down south, but it looks like Beast Coast should be able to escape here without any more casualties.
I mean, Beast Coast still doing like a lot of good stuff. Like just this Naga support is doing a lot. Like he's scouting with his illusions. Moose always gets the ensnare into the real lane, and like there's a lot of heroes that love to have setup. Lesh loves to have people set you up. Lena stun, Timber as well. As Mira TP's bot. This is a level 8 primal. You better have some fancy footwork.
Yeah, some fancy wing work as well. I don't know if you can flap over the cliffs and try and get away. It looks like Mira's found a spot there. A bit of safety from the Primal Beast, but it's not safety from the Timbersaw. He cuts down the trees. He goes through the canopy, kills off the Batrider. This is, you said it 2 minutes ago, right? Classic SA Dota. This is just relentless, non-stop aggression. And you see it on the map as well. Double observer wards up in the Radiant Triangle. There were 5 sentries from top rune down to bottom jungle, all dewarding Team Spirit's vision as well, which they have managed to now replant, but this is just Beast Coast hammering at them.
No, this is really nice to see, because I feel like you don't see it from all that many teams where it's just like full-on aggression. Everyone wants to like stack the jungle, farm this camp, get your 2-3 item timings, and then go. Like it's mainly like OG gaming gladiators who can like play really, really fast. So I just love to see teams bring their style. Beast goes up 3k gold against Team Spirit at 10 minutes. This is amazing.
Incredible start to the group stage. Beautiful stuff. And I like the bringing up of OG and Game Gladiators there, because it really is like them. You know, going for these cuts behind tower, looking for that kill into wave cut into tower pressure. Something Beast Coast are trying to exploit, and are exploiting expertly here. Like Vitality taking up position in this bottom jungle, cutting away the chance for Miposhka to sit behind one of his cores, makes things very difficult to try and hold on to the mid tier 1 and defend it. They'll go straight on him as well. And Miposhka he's being a walking ward at this point. Scouting, see who's there. Storm Spirit will zip over. Miposhka does survive. At least gets himself out of danger for now as Radahn and Lol maybe looking to strike back. The little piggy Naga Siren gonna get stunned up and controlled. There we go.
Okay, I thought maybe Beast Coast could like disengage more cleanly, but Spirit, they do bring the numbers and get themselves a kill, which I feel like if they don't kill the Naga there, they might just lose the mid tower. Repel was on cooldown, but Spirit with a good kind of rotation. But I feel like they're still not too happy. Like now it's more on like what do Spirit do to like kind of break up this early game? Like can they try to make a smoke with like some active rune and like maybe go top, help collapse, like open up the tower and kick out the Lina? Because if the game goes at this rate and Pyke just gets a freak late near timing, this could be scary at like the 15-16 minute mark for Spirit.
Yeah, but it's like, how do you make these moves before the blink on Slardar?
Yeah, it will have to be with like
bat smokes and just lassos someone, but he's still level 5. And he's also dead.
Hard to lasso people when you're dead. Because I think he's not even close to 6. Like he just hit 5. Which means they need to like farm stacks, but joke's on you. It's Mr. Lumpy Man who's farming the stacks.
Lumpy's here. A couple of them do get grabbed by Radahn and the song of the Siren.
Up, he's fine.
Mo's. It's nap time for you, Team Spirit.
Okay, I like how they're using the heroes right now, because a lot of the times, like, some people will be like, oh, we need to bring everyone here. But no, like, look at the map. Lina's farming top, Primal's farming bottom. You have the perfect 2 heroes with Naga Timber to steal the stacks, but also the perfect heroes to still get out if they bring numbers.
Just look at these dire heroes swarming top. Oh, Collapse, you're close to your blink dagger,
Collapse,
are you?
Sniffing this one? I don't think so.
He does not see it coming, and his raindrops will offer little protection against the onslaught of damage that comes his way. Looks like Vitaly also slipping out of the grasps of the rest of Spirit down at the bottom river.
What do you feel here if you're Mira or Miposhka? Collapse dies and he uses the voice sign of sub-diff. What can you do?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Oh, that's a good snipe. Oh, the Storm takes so much damage from the Edict and the Onslaught. Chakram coming in onto Miposhka. Timber chain. Lumpy trying to get in there, but they'll go with the Primal Beast. Slap down instead. Just hold on to the spells of the Timber.
Okay, well, Spirit will need to find a way to kind of strike back because Beast Coast, they have everything ready. They're looking to steal another Wisdom Rune. Like, they also have this Atos on Timber, which is great. Like, especially with the Chakram Facet, you already have so much damage. You can set yourself up with that too. And that's another Wisdom Seal.
Oh, jeez. He's gonna die for it this time, though.
Yeah, so at least they do get the kill because, yeah, they're bleeding XP. Mira is still not level 6. JK, he is level 6. He just didn't skill Lasso, so he tried to bait the casters, stupid.
You've just lied to like 20,000 people?
But then I immediately redacted my statement into correction. You see what I did there? I'm an honest person, Gary.
This behavior is unacceptable on a TI stream, actually.
Yeah, my bad. Road to TI, Gareth, please.
Right, sorry. It is the road to TI. Well, no one's grabbed that Eastern Wisdom rune.
Come on, he's not stealing this rune, right?
He is.
Man, Moose worked so hard to steal theirs. He gives his life away, and then they just forget about their own.
Yoink. Oh,
that's at least very good for Spirit, because yeah, any kill for them right now is like really big. You're down 4k gold, you need XP, you need to like try to come back, because yeah, they're gonna need 1 or 2 kills to... Oh, Mr. Moose will be on the receiving end once more.
Anyway, they're on the hunt now. It seems Spirit find a snipe. Forcing a reaction out of Beast Coast as they do get in on top of the Slardar. A lot of damage dumped his way and collapse. And hands his life over for an unstoppable streak on this Lina. Is there a chance for them to just like slip into Roshan now? Is it too early for that?
Yeah, I think so. When you're up this far and you don't have incredible Roshios, I mean, they have okay heroes to do it. But I think like right now, when you're up this much, you want to keep your map control. If you go Rosh right now, it's a bit too slow. So maybe like wait another 1-2 items, like a few levels. So like maybe 20-minute mark, I think is where Beast Coast can kind of look for it.
It just felt like one of those moments where, you know, oh, we defended tier 1, we got a kill on a core hero, it's time. And then I looked at the clock and it's like 15, never mind. This game feels like it's far more developed than it actually is, even though that win probability, 76% chance for Beast Coast already at these early days.
Yeah, see, honestly, it seems pretty accurate for me, because at least for now, like, it's gonna be a lot on Beast Coast to keep up the pace of the game. Because Spirit, yeah, they're a bit slow right now, but like their next 1-2 item timings, like if this DK, I think Radan is working on his S and Y right now, Collapse gets like Blink plus 1 item, Larl has like Witchblade plus some Kaya or whatever he wants to work for, like they will be very strong. So Beast Coast want to keep up the pace.
Well, Elmisho is going for the classic support build in this patch. Arcanes, Solar Crest, and then think about some braces probably down the line, was it? JMN, Vincento posted out.
Yeah, I mean, it is like pretty good.
supports.
Like you tank up yourself, you can help your team with the Solar Crest. It has great build up, so it just feels good. But you do have another like playmaking ability now on Spirit with Mira having the Blink Dagger. So Beast Coast need to make sure that they don't overplay their hands, because like we're saying, they're up 4 or 5k gold, but this game can turn very quickly.
Oh yeah. It's going to come down to these team fights and how they execute it as they go in. The Primal Beast starts on Miposhka. Omni Knight, the main focus here, and he is dispatched with quickly, and they got the Storm caught up, all netted and slain quickly as Team Spirit lose 2 heroes, and they are on the run.
Okay, I mean, again, just nicely done with a good movement to the top lane. Lar was able to dodge the Gleipnir, but I mean, there's more than that. Then suddenly the Atos comes out from Lumpy on the Timber. So just all in all, good stuff. Like the Atos into the Blink. I'm a big fan of the itemization right now from Beast Coast. It's all just like amplifying the speed of the game and keep going forward. You build Atos, you catch them. Now you go Blink, you can catch them more, and people just keep going in. Because, yeah, you're up 6k gold, play like it.
Keep the pressure on. Yeah, don't let them farm into their next items. And Laurel in a pretty forward spot, honestly, given the positioning of Beast Coast. He didn't know they were coming around the corner here, but he does zip away, managing to break free of that control that Beast Coast was offering. And Omni Knight behind him obviously helps.
Yeah, it's just they know, like, because this is like a big difference. Like, if there's one Larl, like if he's here alone, he's straight up dead. But the good teams will know who needs to play with who, like, because you can't just leave this bot lane to nobody. So in order to play it, you need your Omni and Storm to be here. In the meantime, you have just your Toro and Collapse who keep farming up the top lane, because yeah, I think Spirit, they're gonna resort to farming. They're gonna want some double, maybe even a triple BKB timing. Like all their 3 cores are gonna work towards that. And when they get that, even if they're down 5k, 6k, 7k gold, they have a really strong fighting chance into Beast Coast.
Yeah, then it's like posing the question of how you're going to break high ground, Beast Coast. You know, how you're going to kill towers and objectives if we're just standing there with 3 BKBs. Because yes, we've seen how quickly they can kill heroes. We'll have another crack at it here onto the Storm Spirit. Again, the Omni Knight offering that protection though for Lyle. Mirror, what's he up to? Nice farming jungle, cutting waves, being a bit of a nuisance.
Chilling. I mean, you can definitely tell what Spirit are working towards right now. Everyone, like, you just keep a very open map, spread Beast Coast as much as possible, and out of any info, you push in all the waves. Like, even just Mirror on the Bad Rider plays very aggressive, cut some waves, you know, kill some creeps, and when they have their item timing, they're gonna look to fight. Because this game, even in just the last 1 or 1.5 minutes, it went from a 6k lead to a 4k lead, with just very small macro map movement.
Yeah, Mirror's like, if I die, I die. I'm gonna make them work for it. But if I'm the one dying, then that means my cores are farming.
Okay, so it looks like what Beast Coast want to aim. This is nice from El Micho. Finds himself a stack, so he's definitely going to clear that out. I think what they want to do here is just kill the 20-minute Torm instantly, like on the Spirit side. Then maybe they can just... Because after 20 minutes, you don't really want to play here. It's going to be Radiant, Roshan, so you want to like get the hell out of the top lane, take the objectives before, then leave. So I would kind of like that if that's the idea. Oh, Spirit know that this is happening.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they've got a read on this. All smoked up. I mean, the Tormentor is going to die pretty quickly, but it should leave Beast Coast looking a little worse for wear.
Let's see how they disengage, if they do.
I mean, Lumpy. Oh, Pike, the Lina. She's shown the jump from Mirror. Lasso is there. Storm Spirit comes in, but the Song of the Siren, is that protection enough to try and save the Lina? Pike is barely surviving, gets up to high ground. The tower hit. Oh, he cracks the whip, the miss uphill, but the Storm Spirit zips on in for the kill. Now the Naga Siren in trouble as well as Team Spirit. This is what they are so good at, picking their moments and striking back.
Oh, this is pretty devastating for Beast. He nearly lived, but Miposhka popped the repel really early on Yatoro, so he could just keep hitting through the Song, because it honestly looked like he could maybe just keep running and TPL, but yeah, Song wears off, Lal ends up jumping him as well, and it's just... They found a really good opportunity. I don't think there's many teams that would... Because the plan was to kind of wait for 2-3 BKBs and then fight. But they see that, yo, Beast Coast, they're going for this Tormentor. They're going to be out of position. Let's go there. So just great gameplay from Spirit.
Just how quickly they take that opportunity as well to slip into... Oh, you're going to watch it back here. Yeah, the jump onto Lina. They find the right target. Decent attempt at a reset from this Naga Siren, but Omni Knight giving DK that time just to hammer into Lina, and then the opportunity for Storm to get the kill.
There's just so much damage. Like, all Collapse had to do, and he did do, was put Corrosive Haze on the Lina. And like, just repel Haze on the Lina with Yatoro hitting him, basically got him killed. Now they want this fight top, and not only did they do that, now they also got Roche for themselves. And with the state of the game, this should have definitely been Beast Coast Aegis.
Like, what's win probability now? It was 76 for Beast Coast very, very recently.
Yeah, wait 10%. For this to... Yeah, you can wait for this to update, because in my mind right now, in 1 minute, this is going to be Spirit favored with what just happened.
Yeah, now it's gone to, I don't know, like a 60-40, maybe even more for Team Spirit the way it's spun.
Okay, so what, like on Beast Coast, it's important now that they don't lose, like not just control of the game, but also like in terms of what they want to do. Because they're not weak. Yeah, you lost the fight, they do have Aegis, but you're strong as long as your Lina is not the one that gets engaged on first. So they're gonna just have to look for like ways to create team fights where he gets to hit. Like the Timber has to go in, the Primal has to go in. Maybe they need a Lotus Orb later as well. Like just pop it on the Lina so if he gets lassoed, Bad can't really move him. If he gets Corrosive Haze, you can take it off because he will need help in order to carry this game.
Well, that smoke breaks at an inopportune moment for Beast Coast. And Team Spirit in a good spot there. Again, this ward coverage, you said the Beast Coast don't necessarily, or didn't want to play into this area again with no Tormentor, Roshan spawned Radiant side. What's the flow of the game like now? Because Team Spirit are the ones with the Aegis. Are they the ones now with the ability just to press all lanes forward?
Absolutely. Because the thing is, if we look at, like, how do Beast... Let's just compare the two teams in terms of how they start fights. It's a lot more awkward for Beast Coast. Because, yeah, you had this Atos earlier, you had Gleipnir. But now you have core items on Spirit that counter all of that. They have BKBs. You don't have any, like, crystal clear stun. Whereas, if you look at Spirit, if you get Blink lassoed, you're likely dead. You can get initiated on by actually everyone but Omni Knight the moment Yatoro has Blink. Which, at least for now, he's not building. But that just means it's just so much more simple for Spirit to take any type of teamfight now.
Well, it's like you said, right? The triple BKB timing like solves all of their mid-game problems, whereas Lina buying BKB doesn't solve all of her problems.
Yeah, it absolutely. Like, if she gets jumped, she's still dead. If you pop BKB and there's a corrosive haze, you may still not be able to fight back. So it's going to be a lot about what can they do on the primal, as Mr. El Micho is probably dead.
Yeah. He's down here trying to push out waves. Kind of like an expected situation for him to be in. They had some heroes in the vicinity to maybe force a fight around it, but looks like the call was made just to bail on him.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Beast Coast are going to be looking to, now that they're kind of the ones on the back foot where they want to like farm up 1-2 items, like maybe a Timber Aghanims, 1 item on the Primal Beast, like a BKB or a Blink, because I think at this point you need your frontliners to itemize in a way that they can go in and not die, to then allow Lina to hit. As Mr. Roshan is just chilling.
Not too many cares. And Miro's got the D-War game on lock as well. Was there one little bit of vision left for Beast Coast?
I mean, it is a nice ward, but it's really hard for them. They can't really use it aggressively. Like, this ward isn't really going to grant them a pickoff, or at least it's very hard for it to do that. It's more like okay, they're here, let's go on the other side and keep farming. Because I think on them right now, in order for them to win this game, they need to find their win condition. Like, whether it's through the right itemization or talking about how they want to take team fights. Because one more lost fight, and I think this game will be out of hand.
It's kind of wild how quickly it's changed, though, right? Where Beast Coast are the ones setting the tempo, and Team Spirit just come in and shoot their drummer. Now, there's no rhythm, there's no anything. They're just sitting there, you know, dead in the water, kind of like, gotta farm, gotta wait. And now, like, our Beast Coast just, of course, they're waiting out the Aegis timer. But what's the next play? Is it wait for Team Spirit to make a mistake and fall into a trap? Because I don't see that happening when they're the ones just running straight into your northern jungle. Song of the Sirens here to try and trap the storm. We'll see with an onslaught and an ensnare if they can bring down Lal. Light Strike Array is there. The damage is coming, and Lal, first life down. Aegis claimed up.
Aegis.
It looks like Beast Coast, just backing up. They don't want that continuation. Collapses in, though. A stun onto Lumpy. Lal with his BKB, showing what he can do. Split Earth, not really going to connect there. And they've got a lasso on his Primal Beast now as well to drag him away from safety and into danger. Was that a Daedalus on... Does DK just have a full Daedalus?
Yeah.
Oh my god! So where did that 1k crit come from? Ah, right.
Yeah, this hero is nasty with like a couple of... It's like, you know, the first 2 items, it's like you keep farming, then you get your BKB, you can kind of fight. But this one item after BKB, like right now, this guy is so strong. And he's able to skip Link because he literally has 3 heroes that will catch for him. He doesn't need any more real defensive items because he has an Omni Knight. So, yeah, and like what you said earlier, this game changed so fast. Sometimes this is just what it's like. Like, Beast Coast have a lot of really strong early game heroes, like minute 5 to 15. You also, like, you build this Atos and Blink on Timber. It's like a lot of, like, these early mid-game items, where Spirit, you know, they went for, like, the more, you know, the bigger buck items. You know, the triple BKB, this Daedalus on a DK. Like, this is not a 1k lead. This is fake news. Like, in terms of how the game is, this is like a 10k lead. In terms of what it should feel like. So Dota Plus, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm calling it out right here, right now.
Yeah, it very much is, you know, this kind of momentum-based Beast Coast side versus the timing hit of Team Spirit.
He's pretty alone.
I mean, but he's so tanky, and he's got the Nightfall.
I like how that is just a universal thing now everywhere. Yeah. I heckin' love the Nightfall. You know, maybe if... Because honestly, he was really far up. I can see a different world where maybe they get to hold the pulverize. But either way, that is a small victory. His BKB is on cooldown. This could be another condition for you to try to take a fight here if you're Beast Coast.
I mean, what's the Roche timer like? Minute 40?
Like, you have 140 left, and then so like around 30 minute-ish, maybe like 30, 31, you'll have it back up. But at least, like, you have Timber with an axe completed, so it's not too easy for him to die, really. So I just really got my eyes on Lumpy to, like, try and go in, cause some distraction, and somehow create a way for Pike to hit. Okay, so there's the axe.
Oh, he's trying.
Yeah, Mr. Boom Boom can't take any damage, but they know that, so they just chill.
And run away. Yeah, I was thinking more about, like, when's Roshan going to spawn? Because it's going to be daytime Roche, so kind of nice for Team Spirit here to play bottom into Tormentor. mid and bot tier 2. It kind of flows nicer for Spirit.
Okay, they're looking for another smoke on Beast Coast. I mean, the problem is you need... I don't think Vitaly can play this game without Blink. Like, as I'm saying, it is really hard for them to like start fights or even get real pickoffs. I think he needs Blink BKB eventually in this game on the Primal. Just to like be a threat on the map. Because yeah, if I'm... Yatoro can literally go wherever he wants and there's no threat on him.
That's a hard one. They're trying to make a move across. The Dire Scan doesn't connect on anybody. And who's that? Primal Beast TPing to tier 2. The jump is there from Team Spirit though. Just immediately killing the Primal. And now El Misho, he's on the menu as well. Roshan charges forward. Lumpy getting Flame Break back, but he's got the Timber Chain to get to high ground at least. But that's your tanky off lane. Oh, and Moon is Nagasara. And also dead to the BKB of the Storm Spirit. Like a tanky Primal Beast just disappears in a second.
Yeah, tanky.
Yeah,
XD. Not this time around. Like, usually, like, you don't mind this matchup so much into the slaughter because you get to dispel it. But, well, if you're stunned, obviously you can't dispel yourself. And then there's a... Like, when Yatoro uses ult, he has, like, what? Like, 400, 450 damage with a crit on the minus 20 armor target. Yeah, you're dead. And a Nemesis Curse, because why not?
There's a Chinese proverb, I think it's paper tiger. Something, yeah, a paper tiger, something that appears fearsome and dangerous and scary, but it's actually made of paper and just crumbles when rain falls on it. That's Primal Beast right now.
That is any hero on the Dire side when they get slaughter ulted, yeah. It's a bit of a problem.
Crumbling. And he's got a Maelstrom now on the Dragon Knight. What's he need that for?
I don't know. I guess he just wants... He wants Mjolnir.
Okay.
Maybe he wants to be like a bit more like hybrid damage. Maybe especially because like, yeah, you have the Slardar, so they're going to itemize for that anyway. And Primal Timber are very high armor heroes, so I don't really mind it. I think it's pretty cool.
It's like Nagasara, and if you had any dreams of scaling in this game, also gone.
Yeah, see ya. Okay, so Roche, it's a pretty quick Roche spawn, so it will be back up pretty much just now. Yeah, this is going to be a do-or-die fight for Beast Coast. I wonder what they're currently... Like, what they think their condition is to win. I think they need to, like, actually smoke around and kill the Omni first. It's just really hard for them to go from the front because, again, they have no real initiate. So they're going to go for a kind of Hail Mary and just hit the Roche.
It is so risky. And they're not doing that much damage to it. Like you said earlier on, they're not the best Roche-taking lineup. Especially not when they're being contested by Team Spirit, who have wrapped
Giga
all the way around in behind the Roche pit. Smokes are breaking, Flame Break misses, and the Naga Illusions, yeah, causing a bit of difficulties here from Spirit's attempt to initiate. Onslaught going to miss completely though, and the Timber Sword's going quite deep. In comes Collapse, they found the Lina, the opening is there, and Team Spirit, they found their man. Pyke is dead. It looks like Vitaly is going to follow him into the grave. 6 feet under now as Lumpy is bumped around, but does TP back to Fountain. And it's going to leave Roshan to Team Spirit though.
That was a... I don't mind Beast Coast at all, like trying to go for like a risky play, because I will say it again, they were down like 3k, 5k. They are just one play away from losing this game. So taking a risk to like try and come back, I think is pretty good. But the problem is, I don't know if we can get a replay on that. The way that Spirit moved is just so high skill. Like Mira goes in, he pokes them a bit, then he dances backwards and lures like all of Beast Coast to like try and help. And the moment that Pyke shows in the teamfight, boom, they just all go on the backline and just evaporate them.
Yeah, it's incredible stuff. I mean, at that point, though, hang on. We've got a kill on Laurel here.
Mr. Laurel.
They've got stuns. That Atos into Split Earth, perfectly timed. Like, you could see the Storm kind of lift his arms, getting ready to ball lightning, but just about connected.
Okay, that is a very needed kill. But yeah, at this point, it's hard for Beast Coast until they either get a Blink Hex. Like, so Timber obviously has the Blink already, but they need this condition to start a fight cleanly and get someone killed, and they do not have that. It's like the only way for like that I see for them to come back in this game.
Yeah, and that point you're making about them going into this Roche pit and trying something, it's one of those classic, you know, game situations where they're playing to win rather than playing to not lose, right? They could drag this game out and kind of think, okay, we do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and Team Spirit would just ramp up and get a massive advantage. Beast Coast are looking for that little weakness in the armor to maybe exploit.
Yeah, like I will not say that it's the best move, but for a young team to just try to play to win. And I think the moment that they don't realize what they like, because I think right now they're lacking the idea of how to win the game. Because I think if they knew how, they would itemize Blink BKB on Primal or maybe a Hex on Timber. And because they don't have that, I feel like they're reaching for the next best thing, which is like a risky play to try and win. And that's why I respect it. But this could just be, you know, their inexperience coming in at least a little bit. I mean, you're playing against one of the best teams, and I think right now they're getting a little bit outplayed on like the small things. How to move on the map. What do we need to do to like take the next fight? Because yeah, Spirit, you can tell very cleanly, they know what's up.
It is the classic showing of, you know, kind of win lane, lose game kind of thing, right? Where you know, a lot of emphasis has gone into laning here, building a draft that's going to get them that early advantage. But Dota 2 is a game that shifts so quickly with, you know, a matter of minutes passing by. And right now, this map entirely belongs to Team Spirit.
I do think they also did pick up a gem earlier on Miposhka, which is just, I mean, it's just a very clean way as Vitaly. Good job on not going through with the onslaught there, because he definitely would have died. But yeah, when you are up in the game, you want to make sure you buy a gem. I don't know who's holding it, or if maybe Larl lost it earlier.
Larl lost it, Lesh picked it up, and it's in the fountain right now.
Well, either way, PSA to the people in pubs, if you're up a lot, buy a gem. Just make sure your mid laner doesn't feed it away like Larl, and you're good.
That's your PSA from Kezi.
That's a plus 400 MMR right there.
The
so,
more
Gary, you can
know.
Try it. We should make a little series.
I think Jenkins has got them all covered.
That's true.
The
but
funny
they're
little
pretty bad.
videos.
You know, they're funny but bad. Shout out to Jenkins.
Fighting words.
He knows I love him.
Oh no, wait, that's Slax's one, isn't it?
No, it's both of theirs. Do you want to make another one, maybe?
No,
we
but
can make a third one.
Jenkins' one is like him saying do 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 do, and Slax is doing, you know, the mouth instruments.
Yeah, Slax is like the high skill one, whereas, you know, Jenkins is like the scuffed but funny version. Yeah.
Oh,
there's
the
lasso.
Lasso into the damage of the DK. Lumpy, just disappears. Dead for 80 seconds. Now Primal Beast trying on the Dragonite, but does nothing. The Primal Beast, useless. This Dragonite, he's got Aegis as well. 4,000 HP, Satanic Daedalus, Aegis. Good luck breaking through it.
Yeah, they just don't have the means right now to deal with it, because it looks very simple what Spirit have to do, right? Dragon goes on high ground, Dragon hits tower. Any hero comes in vision of Dragon, gets lassoed. If they go on Mr. Dragon, he gets Omni Knight, Guardian Angel, or Repelled. So it's like, how do you break through it? It is not from the front. If they want to fight, they have to go around. And I will say it is incredibly hard to do that.
I don't know, yeah, what did Bilbo do? He didn't kill the dragon, did he? He just came in and stole some magical items.
I'm pretty sure he went for like a drive and run, or hit and run.
Hit and run, yeah. Well, that's the final fight, isn't it? Primal Beast dead, slain by Radahn. The Dragon Knight comes out with a double kill as he just broaches the base, kills off towers and heroes as if they're nothing.
And
absolutely
now
disgusting.
He's got a butterfly as well to just make everything worse. Okay, so double racks, last tier 3 gone. They will respect for a little bit.
Maybe you have to go the other direction. You know, think about Shrek and what Donkey did. You have to make the dragon fall in love with you.
So are you saying they should go to their room?
I mean, Leshrek's kind of a donkey, right?
Kind of. So we need Elmisha to get out of his seat, go into Team Spirit's room and say,
Roll a
Yatoro, I
D20
love
charisma
you.
check and say...
Okay, he's getting reeled in.
Oh, reel him in. He's got no Aegis anymore. His Dragon Knight's still very tanky though. Satanic and BKB still ready to be used. And you can even see there, Radahn is under no pressure whatsoever. Hands off keyboard, doesn't press his buttons because he doesn't need to.
Yeah, you were like, he has his BKB Satanic ready. He didn't even use it. He's just healing to full off of like, I guess Vlad and his passive Satanic was giving him lifesteal. But yeah, I think all in all, a very good showing from at least very much fit into, I think, what they want to do. Like last game as well, he was on a Timber, like the driving force. He can do well in his lane and like play forward and keep going. So I feel like the hero does do that, and it fits in like the philosophy of crazy Dota. You know, like your Thompson running around everywhere on your Monkey King and like doing crazy stuff. It fits for that.
Hey, what's he doing? I don't know. Is it working? Yeah.
Yeah, like we'll have to wait and see, because I will say this is very high risk, high reward on this Monkey King pick.
Let's see if that risk pays off. I mean, right now, Beast Coast, where are they going? Misha, Moose, and
assumed
Vitaly.
Maybe they want to help Vitaly because it's like something, I don't want to call it new, but people like to skip the wave level 1 with trample. And it just looks like they just want to help him, like enable him to do that. So, because then you insta-kill the wave, you get level 2, and it's pretty stupid. Like if you're not there to stop him, he just gets level 2 and kills every creep for free.
Right, yeah, like we've seen Ace on Gaming Gladiators do this with the Venom Anthem more recently, right?
Exactly.
Just cut the wave. I guess much more often you're going just to block the wave. Potential here for them to kill it outright and maybe even kill off Radan, but he's able to skirt around the edges of the ice shards. Vitaly over the top with the onslaught, and Misha chasing forward with the help of the Boundless Strike. They've forced Mirana to level, leap, and use the charges. And Poshka taking a lot of damage out of the Edict as well. But no first blood spilt. Some good early aggression, as bounty runes looking pretty solid there as well. 2 for 2.
Okay, well, they're forcing both heroes back to base. Like, it's a small victory to make Mirana's skill leap. I don't think it's like the biggest thing, but it's a small victory that you will take. And I like the fancy type of smoke around. But yeah, not really too much happening.
Oh, Lumpy, level 1 Boundless, secure himself some last hits here. Storm Spirit 3-0 though. Lyle having a good start to this lane. There's a new wave coming under that tower. Now, we did see the potential here for beastcoast to stick around, but Tusk has already TP'd back up top. And we'll see the repeat of the Primal Beast and Leshrac lane. And then up at top, Mirror Snap with...
Maybe a small problem, like with Primal having onslaught level 1. I feel like he's just getting bullied in the bot lane. Because, yeah, top should be... I feel like top should be pretty chill for both sides, but when they hit, like, level 2 and 3, they can both start being, like, very aggressive on one another. And
is Snapfire Little Shredder user still? Like, we saw a decent period there of just maxing Little Shredder and being a damage dealer with right clicks. Or we're back to magic damage for Snapfire now.
Yeah, I just think playing on the Scatter Blast talent, I don't know what it's called right now, something Boar or something. It's just really strong. Yeah, exactly. So then you just play on your QW with the Cookie. I think also Cookie is just really good in this game, getting people out of the ring or out of the ice shards. Just having a bit of aggressive play here.
Yeah, steps up on Moose. Blood Grenade as well. Look at that full bore with the Torrent over the top. Moose, a couple more hits would have finished him off, but he had that Fairy Fire. Buys himself a bit of safety.
That was very nicely played. Like they just kind of let him go, and then you get the Blood Grenade, Torrent, like everything just high range. He does survive, but has to pay the price with a bit of a Fairy Fire, more regen.
Put on a leash a little bit. Stunned down bottom with the Edict. And Poshka, he's seen this story before.
This guy is good.
He's coming in,
good.
Trying to trade. Has he got another leap? Another hit from the arrow. Not quite enough to take down the Lesh.
2 games in a row, he finds a way. And I will say that perhaps this time around with Poshka, maybe he didn't expect it. Because that arrow actually nearly hit him. Last time around he didn't skill stun level 2 on Lesh, but this time he did, allows him to get the kill. So Misha again with a very nice early performance.
Yeah, incredible stuff. Finding something out of nothing. And Primal Beast feeling pretty good about that as well, getting some decent last hits in. But they've not really stopped the Mirana from farming. Now Radan's still up there near the top, alongside the Kunkka. And collapsed. 15 last hits for him, undisturbed in this top lane, as Moo's going to snowball dodge the Cookie play, grab that Lotus.
Well, some fancy stuff happening. Getting the Lotus there. That was like the only way for him to do it. Dodge the stun and stun the snap to get it. So nicely done. I also like that Lumpy has an early magic wand. Like what's really nice in some of these lanes where you're not threatened early, but later is to like stack up these charges so that when the enemy team brings heroes mid, that you're just ready to like fight back into it.
Lol, of course, always on his toes against the Monkey King. Yeah. Not wanting to give the Jingu stacks. And Miposhka's hiding in the small camp. Don't want to get tagged by that diabolic Edict.
I mean, at least as long as your Toro is free farming for Spirit, they don't really mind too much. I mean, obviously you don't want to like hand a lot of net worth into the Slash. But for now, they should be happy with what's going on in the bot lane.
Yeah, like it used to be as a POS 5, like an Undying or Omni Knight, it was fine to die and like trade your life for resources. But now if that life means, a Bassi or Arcane Boots or whatever for Lesh, it's just like, nah.
Yeah, you definitely have to be careful with that, as it looks like they want to go for some creep cutting shenanigans now. I don't really mind it because we already talked about the fact that Yatoro's kind of free farming anyway. Now you're in a better position, Mr. Top Lane.
Pike taking a lot of damage. Oh man, so he salved just enough to survive it?
Yeah,
wow.
That was a lose-lose situation.
Yeah.
Like, you don't salve, you die. I mean, this was probably actually worse. Because now you lived, but you can't lane anyway, and you lost your salve.
And now you're stuck on 1 HP under tower, and Moose is dying regardless of this. He's got Snowball, he's got Shards. He's not going to get the kill on Mirror, and look at this, lining up the Scatter Blast. Where are you? Come back here. Die to collapse. And Kunkka having a great time in this top lane. Team Spirit really turning things around.
And this is just why the small things like matter so much. Of course, we haven't seen the top lane like in depth, but what happened just now, I don't think it's supposed to happen in this lane. Like there's some small outplays going on with like trading, the way they're using resources, because yeah, this top lane is getting a little bit out of hand right now.
Yeah, with every passing minute, there's that damage from the full bore Scatter Blast. Pike is still skirting the edges of this top lane, not really wanting to get too heavily involved. But it's like with every passing minute, there's more and more pressure on the Monkey King, right?
Yeah. I mean, because I would actually love right now, like maybe one thing you can do is you leave your Primal one-on-one bottom, like maybe you free up El Misho to move around the map. I mean, for now it looks like they're trying to pressure Mr. Radan in the bot lane. He has another lead.
Yeah, he gets over the trees. And Vitaly is going to slowly try and chase this one down. El Misho has been met by Miposhka. Looks like Radan should eventually die. 30 seconds on the leap charges. Not going to have any chance of survival.
Yeah, nicely done. I was not too sure if they could get this kill, but I think Miposhka was getting ready to like move middle and help on the runes. I will say that hold up, I can't say anything because Pike is dead.
You said that perfectly fine.
Yeah, but Lumpy, take it over, Gary B.
Oh, he's hasted. It's a hasted Monkey King. Yeah. Oh,
Sir?
He self-juked. The Torrent after the Scatter Blast. Oh, no. He's being kited so hard. He should still get this kill, though.
He actually had to place a ward.
Oh, man. And now they're trying to dive onto the tower, onto Mira. Moose is here with a Snowball and a good connection from Beast Coast. Now, step up the pace and get the Monkey King unlocked. Enabling Lumpy to get a double kill. So important for them.
Very big. Also, they should wait around for the Wisdom Rune. It's in 10 seconds. Because, yeah, I wanted to point out the mid lane. I know Storm is supposed to lose, but I'm not sure it's supposed to be this bad. So Lumpy putting on a pretty good show for us right now.
Collapse. Yeah, he's trying to X-lock himself.
Nice try, kiddo.
Not this time.
That's big, though. Like, he just kind of completely offset this early game with one move on the Monkey King. He does well in the mid lane, as he should. Goes top, gets a double, and steals the Wisdom Rune. And
all of a sudden, it's like a sigh of relief, right? All that weight lifted off your shoulders because it's starting to look a bit doom and gloom for them. Now, a 1k lead for Beast Coast. Definitely relieving the pressure off of that top lane, at least for now. But is this a lane that Beast Coast want to... Well, hang on a second. Bottom Miposhka in trouble again. Vitaly and El Misho just slaughtering the Omni Knight.
I mean, I said the same thing in game 1. If I'm looking for two heroes that deal the most damage with like their combined levels, I'm not sure I can find a better combo than Lash Primal.
Yeah, I mean, I struggled to find one like Gyrocopter, Rocket Barrage, but I don't even
5 Rocket Barrages.
I don't even know about that one.
Okay, so they're going for a smoke. They do have Arcane Rune as well on Laurel. Yeah, this is just annoying for Lina, because even if you're winning your lane, or like even if you're free farming, right now like Storm being off the map is just very annoying for you. He has to full dodge. Smoke broke.
Right, that's what I wanted to ask you before we got that action bottom. Is like they got some kills top. The Monkey King, relieved the pressure, but then the pressure comes straight back. I was going to ask, is top lane even laneable anymore for Beast Coast? And looking at the map, they say no.
Yeah, I think they're doing the right thing by not going top and just trying to bring it anywhere else. This is good.
Yeah, dive bottom, get a kill. Mirana leaps in, nearly takes down the Lash. A good pop of the wand or Lotus, whatever that was, to keep El Misho alive. Moves, snowballs, buys a bit of time. Monkey King is in here as well, and you're right, Lal has got like 200 mana left. He's even less than that. Pops the wand, tries to get across the cliffs and saves him. Oh my god, Collapse just came in and saved the Storm Spirit with everything in his toolkit.
Damn, that was pretty nice. I will say that this Arcane Rune kind of saved the day, but obviously that's the reason why they make that play. Because here, Laurel goes in, literally has like no mana, and there's 4 heroes on him, but few stick charges, 1 little bottle charge, and he can keep zipping around. Just that's a really high skill rotation from Spirit.
Yeah, just heroes out of the woodwork. Yeah, you leave that top lane completely left alone. We'll bring numbers down bottom, don't you worry.
Because I really like this move from beastcoast, like, initially, where instead of defensively responding to what Spirit are doing, just try to be the ones who are making, like, making the move first. Oh, Mr. Lumpy.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
He's hungry. Hungry Lumpy. Wants a bit of conquer.
I love his name. I'm with you. It was just too good.
Was that Lena just found 3 bounty runes in the jungle? Yeah.
He was letting them fester.
No. Jenkins. No.
Ah, you actually... Yeah, I was debating, should I say Jenkins loves saying that, or I didn't have to. See, I appreciate you, Gary.
Yeah. I put up with a lot of Jenkins festering on buses at LAN events.
Yeah, please don't tell us more. You can stop.
But I still think my favorite one is...
Okay.
Well, it was the Animager, right? One of my first, like, big LAN events, and he just carried a loaf of bread around with him. Handing it to people.
Can you remind me who asked?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. All right, back to the game.
I was
Anyway,
reminiscing about my favorite Dota talent, Jenkins. Andrew Jenkins. His last name, that's his gamer name. Incredible.
Do you actually know his last name?
Jenkins.
That's not his last name.
That's his last name.
I'm checking that
You
right
didn't
now.
know? His name is literally Andrew Jenkins.
Oh, it is.
His last name.
Andrew Jenkins Jenkins.
Jenkins
We
Jenkins.
learn every day.
Oh.
I'm glad they paired me with you, so I could learn more about my favorite colleagues. That's
Ah, yes. You don't even know their names.
First name basis, bro. Come on.
Okay, fair enough. Should we go? I want to go through the... Maybe when we're on break, we'll go through the talent list and I'll
let's
quiz
go.
you on people's middle names as well.
I like that. We should do that.
What's my middle name, Kezu?
You seem like a Simon.
Nah.
Gareth Simon Bateson.
That's not a bad guess, but it's not anywhere near. That's a good English, yeah, a good British, yeah, middle name. Good attempt.
Yeah.
Anyway, Dota 2's happening. It is TI. It's 4-6. A little bit of slowing down of the match though. A bit of a lull in the past couple of minutes, but now the action picks back up. See, we yap and we ramble, but the X mark into boat collapse comes in with a bit of a bang and a wallop thanks to the Mortimer's kisses, which turn into ice with his skin.
We need, or rather Beast Coast, because I know their game is looking good, but the problem is that they're in a similar situation as in the last game. Like, when it comes to shutting down the opposing team's carry, Spirit have a way easier time in doing so, because, again, they just have a lot of catch to, like, get on this Lina. When you compare it to Mirana, like, Yatoro has leaps, he can get away, there's no, like, clear blink initiated. So on Beast Coast, there's only, like, 2 ways, in my opinion, for them to play the map. Either Tusk is always ready to save Lina when he's farming with Snowball, or they need to make their own aggressive moves. There's no in-between. They will lose on map state every time if they do anything else.
And it feels like their kind of MO has been aggressive moves as well. And when we had this kind of lull in the previous game, it went from hyper-aggression, getting kills, looking good as Beast Coast, into lull, into losing the game. So when things slow down, it feels like, you know, Beast Coast kind of thrive in that chaos. They want that bit of action.
Okay, so perhaps I assume they're waiting for this pipe on Vitali. He's like only 500 gold away. He has to finish his Ring of Tarask. Because a bit of the problem of the map is they lost their top tier 1. They're really close to losing their mid tier 1. Like, the next time any creep wave goes there, the tower is dead. And with this pipe timing, like maybe this pipe Maelstrom, they need to find aggressive moves. But if you think about it, those items, they don't really help you achieve that. Sure, like a pipe helps you in the team fight when it's happening. But why would Spirit hand you a fight if you're not catching them? Like, it's their choice to take the fight or not. And you would argue that Spirit are not really a stupid team. You know, they're pretty smart, actually.
Yeah, I mean, Collapse is up here, soaking up a lot of damage, even thinking about turning, like 1v3, fighting back with his blade mail. He does have to spend the boat. Oh, lol. Yeah, finger on the trigger there, gets away from Moose and Vitali, who was stepping up in the mid lane. 14-minute rune's about to spawn, and the DD's grabbed immediately.
My
He
brother.
fell for the trap. He's being hammered and walloped by the Primal Beast as the kisses do land back in towards Moose and Vitality, but they've sidestepped the majority of it.
A good move from Pike and the bros to like be around the rune, because yeah, Larl, you know, maybe overstepping, but I mean, he just doesn't expect the Lina to be there, so overall, very good kill for Beast Coast.
But yeah, what is that kind of stepping stone? These items are going to help you. You know, you're climbing Mount Everest here. Team Spirit's Mount
Right.
Everest. Beast Coast are climbing it. You don't have a base camp. You don't have that initial kind of move up the mountain, but you have your oxygen pack. You have, you know, your climbing gear and shit. What's that first move? Like, do they need a blink? Do they need Tusk to have something? What's the deal?
I think you can make moves. You need to be creative, because again, when you don't have catch, going from the front just means the enemy team has choice if they take the fight or not. They need to like smoke around or try to bait something like what they're doing now. Like those are like their, because you have the pipe, you want to use it, right? You want to find a way to force them to fight you.
Can we keep this in the analogy of the Mount Everest climbing?
I'm sorry, I'm not able to do that.
They need to be creative and just get a helicopter and fly up the mountain.
Yeah, I think they need to call Jeff Bezos, actually. Give him one of his, or Taylor Swift for a private jet, maybe.
Private jet, get up there. Because right now, Team Spirit are just very, very challenging opponent. Stepping into that top jungle, holding out the mid lane. They've killed off the tower. This map is getting small for Beast Coast.
Something else that could happen for Beast Coast, because they have a better Roche lineup than like last time. You have Tusk with Max tag team. Like maybe in like 2-3 minutes, they can find a way to smoke into the top side and like get a Roche kill. At least for now, they've kind of found Collapse.
Yeah, it's a good kill. Yeah, stunned him down. Killed inside the Wukong's command. Should relinquish control of that top jungle and maybe give a bit of space to Beast Coast to press into the mid-tier 1 at the very least. But Lol has other ideas. Aggression onto El Misha. Omni Knight behind him gives the Storm a lot of freedom to do what he wants, and apparently that is to run away.
Okay, he's gonna be fine. Also, his name is El Misho, not El Misha. Misho's not actually here. But it's good. We have good names in this game. That's one thing I appreciate. I don't know about Radan. I will continue to call him Yatoro, if that's okay with you, Gary V.
Yeah, well, I refuse to call it Amplified Damage Rune. I still say Double Damage Rune, so...
But that's factually incorrect. Then you're lying to the viewers.
No, I don't believe I am.
Maybe we should just keep making Shrek analogies. El Misho can still walk into Team Spirit's
Into Shrek, into the swamp, into...
Yeah, offer them to make waffles. I think that's a good move.
Ah, yes. I love a good waffle.
Yeah, let's keep waffling on, Gary. What do we got next?
Well, we've got Gleipnir for the Lina. And BKB is queued up next. So Pike looking pretty ready to make a move, and a lot of scribbling on the map here. Beast Coast trying to connect down to... Oh, Lumpy has no mana, though.
Yeah.
I'm trying to connect into this Monkey King, but it looks like Team Spirit just have this read, right? They push that one wave, they don't go for another one. The dire scan, trying to figure out what's going on. There's also a bit of dire vision in that bottom jungle. As the rest of Spirit, they're coming through the gate.
Oh, Mirror a bit late on this, yeah.
First point of contact on the Snapfire. Mirror going to get slapped around a bit. Team Spirit wrapping in behind the Monkey King, though, and finding... Ooh, Snowball save. Buy some time. X-Mark comes out of Collapse, trying to catch the Lina. Pike, can they defend the Monkey King with the Wukong's command, trying to fight back into Team Spirit here? Lol just zips in and blows up moves. Pike turns Laguna Blade, but Radan so tanky with the backup of the Omni Knight. They've got so much sustain, dodging the stun, and now turning onto the Primal Beast to claim his life.
Very scrappy fight, actually. I really liked how the story for Beast Coast. They had this aggressive ward. Let's collapse. Yeah, that's defined. A little shield rune for El Misho. Take over.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were... El Misho. Yes, not El Misha. There we go, he's dead.
I just made sure, you know,
Perished.
that, when you take over, you do it properly. You know?
Deceased.
I help my caster, you know.
Ceased to
Usually what I
exist.
fight.
Unalived. No longer present.
You got any more?
6 feet under.
You did use 6 feet. Wait, that was game 1, I think. Already.
That was earlier on. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm repeating myself a little bit.
That's all right.
That is like the nightmare of play-by-play casters. Like, we legitimately ask any play-by-play caster. We have nightmares about repeating the same phrase. When we hear ourselves do it, we internal, like, heavy cringe. So thanks
Yeah,
thanks for calling it out. I will.
You only did it 2 times, so I
Okay.
think that's already good. I don't
Nice.
think you've said anything more than twice, other than maybe Shrek or Donkey.
Dragon. I can't use the word dragon anymore.
Okay, let me see. I mean, the fight was at least like there wasn't like it didn't swing too much. I mean, it was good for Spirit, but overall, like if I look at what Beast Girls want to do, I think they're still queuing up like a double BKB on Primal and Lina. And at least this time around, if you do get BKB, you are gonna be doing a lot better because there's not as much that can stand its ground against you. There's no Slardar, no DK. Like Kunkka hates BKB, Storm doesn't deal the most damage into it either. So I think at least this time around, these item timings will do a lot more for Pyke on the Lina.
Yeah, solves a lot more problems. And also the kind of shift up for the Primal Beast as well. I think I saw him. You said the Aghanim Scepter in game 1 wasn't really
It was
doing
not the
it
one
for you.
Yeah.
But here he's just going all out auras, which was kind of what I mentioned at the end of the game, right? Thinking about heroes that can buy auras, and he says, nah,
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm going to buy the Pipe of the Crimson on this guy.
Yeah, no, this is, I think, definitely correct. Like, also this time around, I think Crimson also kind of makes more sense. Like, the damage Spirit have is actually very slow. Like, Mirana hits like 20 times with Solar Flare, and there's a boat flying around and kisses. So overall, like, Pipe Crimson it would be very problematic for Spirit to fight into it.
And Vitaly smoke breaks. Lol, he reacts just fast enough. And ball lightning off to the left, and away he goes. Looks like the smoke going to come to nothing in the end. Twin gate used, or a TP out from Mira. The rest of them have retreated.
They will have to look, though, in terms of how Beast Girls want to play the map. Because I will say that some of the items that Spirit are getting right now is going to make it harder again to catch them. Like, you're getting a Manta on Yotoro, which means the Gleipnirs won't get him killed. You already have Storm, who's very elusive, so they will once more have to think about, like, hold on, Pyke.
Yeah, only show. Being focused by Poshka and Mira. Pyke dead to Radan. Lol. He gets right on top of him as the snowball didn't quite come out in time, so Moose also going to die. A double kill for the Mirana, and it looks like it's going to be even more as Lol zips over the top of El Misho and takes down a third. Wait, hang on. Lumpy?
It's not over.
It's a fourth? Collapse just steps up and he's solo killing this Monkey King. Oh, his body blocked up, arrow misses, but who cares? The Gleipnir, the connection of the root, and now the damage, handing over another kill to Team Spirit. They're 4 for nothing?
Yeah, that is not great. I think they're too deep, and this is I mean, I'm pretty sure that Spirit smoked and like kind of took that fight on their own terms. But if you're Beast Girls, I think there's a better way to try and get a fight. It's just to go into the Roche pit and force Spirit to come to you. You either get a free Aegis or a fight in an area that you're controlling. Instead, they're going very deep, and that's the last mistake I think they can afford in this game. Like, now the next fight is going to be Roche, if they're lucky enough, and they need to have a better plan of what they want to do there.
I mean, at least they've got some decent team fighting around the Roche pit with Wukongs and the such, but
Radiant's top
Lumpy just spamming out Kunkka as the hero facet high tie.
El
Misho?
Uh,
Is he dead?
yeah,
Yeah, he is.
deceased. No longer here. Vanished.
Vanished.
In heaven. Probably. For 28 seconds. Oh, they're smoking top, because Spirit have a pretty nice lane ward that's actually seeing all 3 heroes right now on the Beast Coast side.
Do Dota heroes go to heaven?
I feel like it depends on who's playing it.
Collapse. Oh, they've got the high ground vision just in time to see the Lina. And Pyke. Oh, it's just the big kill there for Team Spirit. Out on the map, find the primary kill they want to, and they're pushing out other lanes at the same time. That's very smooth.
And looks like that's just gonna be gate into Roche. And the game is reaching a
The end?
very critical state. Yeah, we're slowly heading that way. Oh, full bore misses. By
It
Nero.
does. The kisses don't, though.
They're all on the money. Sub
Wow.
can you do?
I was going to say the exact same thing.
Wow.
Wow. So Collapse is dropping the different chat line this time, but I think the meaning has changed since he last
Yeah, I
used
think
it.
it's the polar opposite now.
It's just free Roshan here. And again, kind of a quiet game from Radan. You know, Dragon Knight, Marana, not really doing too much in the first 20 minutes, but with this Aegis, he's just going to run at towers, going to take down Beast Coast's entire base, it feels like.
Yeah, I think it's just because they understand. Like, Beast Coast, again, they're going for, like... I mean, they have more auras than last time around. Like, and you know they have the Solar, Pipe, Crimson. Like, they really want these fights, and they need them. Where instead, Spirit, they know that they can chill a bit more. They have, like, very good matchups. They have very elusive heroes with, like, the Storm, Marana. We just chill. We farm. When we're ready, then we take the fight on our terms.
Is under attack.
Stealing Tormentor as well.
A free Tormentor.
Lovely. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I mean, we used to have this kind of rock, paper, scissors thing in Dota, right? Where auras beat team fight, and split push defeated auras, and team fight defeated split push kind of thing.
Yeah,
where
I mean,
at some point you need to take a big team fight, but here
Yeah.
Team Spirit are just doing everything.
Yeah, because it's also like, it's a fine line. Like, obviously, like, if you have auras, it can beat split push, but then it needs to, like, you need to hit, like, a critical timing, or, like, play the map properly, or switch up your plan in between. Like, maybe now in hindsight, we can say, you know, the Pipe Crimson is really good if you get to take team fights. But
Yeah.
are you going to get to take the team fights? So maybe you go, like, one defensive item, so they can't fight you, but now you get the item to make them stop playing the open map with, like, the Blink Dagger and so on. It's just the reason why Dota is so complex. Like, everything changes because if one dude builds a specific item, maybe it needs to change yours, or it needs to change the way you need to play the map. As Almisho is getting pirated by Mr. Collapse.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? What do you want to call it? Sucker?
No, it's absolutely right. He has, in fact, been pirated.
Yeah. Sometimes you need to come up with nice ways of saying, oh, he's getting X boat comboed by Collapse. I'm a caster.
He has been Walter Raleighed. He's been blackbearded.
That's
He's been red-bearded. He's been grey-bearded. Oh, yeah, all the pirates just have... Oh, my God! Oh, ooh, hang on. Snowball. They're still dead, though, probably, right?
Nah,
With
they're
the
fine.
tidal
They're
wave,
fine.
they're not fine. Pike is dead on my screen right now, and Storm Spirit will zip back to safety. Collapse and Laurel have
he's
just
X.
1v3'd. X mark back the Primal Beast into more damage as Miposhka arrives in from the left-hand side. This is just a signal now that Beast Coast have very few options left to them
Yeah.
when Laurel and Collapse have this much freedom to do whatever the hell they want.
Yeah, this is... I mean, also, like, I want to commend, like, Spirit's warding. Like, they have this aggressive ward top. Now they just... The only reason this play just happened is this bottom lane ward, which is outside of these sentry ranges, apparently, that just allowed Laurel to jump and, like, get the kill. Because, yeah, they just know what they need to do. They're playing their draft and their heroes, like, very, very cleanly.
Yeah, I mean, that is unfortunate there. That the Observer Ward in the lane is just outrange the sentries.
Yeah.
Collapse really is in form. Looking very good here in game 2 as he just sets up everything. He had an incredible laning stage alongside his Snapfire. He was like up at the top of the net worth for a long time. And now he's just walking into dangerous parts of the map. Speaking of walking into dangerous parts of the map, Lyle just zips up to high ground. Has a bit of a poke at the tusk. Deny of the Observer Ward from Mira.
Yeah, I mean, like, now you're up so much gold. It's just really hard for Beast Coast to, first of all, try and play the map, and second of all, try to figure out what you need to do. So, like, how do we regain the map? What items do we need to get anything done? Lumpy being toyed with a little bit.
Can Collapse find him? He's trying. He's got a kill on Observer Ward, and the torrent lands on the Monkey King. Well, he jumps down, trying to fight this here as Lumpy has a backup of Moose and Pike, but a Marana, the damage output, incredible from Radan, and Collapse is still alive inside the Wukong's command, now blown up by the Lina, finally dead, but Radan with this damage output, shredding through them. Lol arrives on the scene of the crime, a double kill for your Marana, Leshrac in the pit, about to drop as we'll see the tusk disappear. A 5-man wipe is incoming, and Collapse drop in the chat wheel lines as he goes, yeah, you got me, good job, you did all that for me.
Come on, dude. That's your line. Nice commercializing. Nah, but anyway, I don't know how much damage Collapse tanked in this fight, but
A lot of
it was a whole lot. Obviously, you can't pull it back up. My eyes weren't good enough to, you know, figure it out because I'm stupid, but It looks like it's just another type of game where, like you said before, Yatoro chills. The moment he gets dataless, he eventually joins the fight and just annihilates everyone.
Oh, I see. He took 2,130 damage from Monkey King. So was that 3.3, 3.5? Oh, it's total damage 3,621. That's a lot.
Not bad.
That's a lot of damage.
It's a lot of damage.
Radan gets out of the Gluttony and throws one back into the face of Pike as well. And high ground not broken yet, but I think the spirits of Beast Coast definitely are.
Yeah, it's this could be the last fight of the game. And if they run into collapse, that would not be the target they want. Radan.
Oh, the Mirana's a good one. Oh, so much protection.
Oh,
God. Hey, look at him go. What? This guy, I mean, yeah, you just called GG there.
I mean, there's nothing else you do after that play.
Yeah.
No, I respect it. You go all in, but Herb Derp, you know, you go on the Mirana, he gets repelled, like really high skill. But then, you know, collapse,